Just give everybody a chance a minute to pop on here. We're still outside. I did find the agenda, so I hope that you got that. If I posted it, I'm trying to do an audio check right now. So if you're with me, please say hello if you can hear me. Okay. So now that there's not this giant puddle in the parking lot, we can actually see what's under what's usually the puddle. And I just want to show you guys how bad it is under here, where it doesn't drain properly. Through there, through the grate. Not that my filming is the best, but, and there's a giant hole next to it, which might make it, you know, a smaller path into the drain. But anyway, that's the situation on that. Grass looks nice. But I'm gonna go up the edge. I don't think there's anybody in yet, but I don't see anybody else waiting in the doors. So far, candidates that I've run into that are up for election. Let's see. Mansell, he's here. I've already seen him outside. Barry Mortimer is here. I did see Terry Gleason, but he's not going to be attending in person. He'll be here with us on the live feed. So, all right. And I can't tell. I think Anthony has made it too. So, and I can't see what you guys are looking at. So, all right. All right, perfect. Good signal. Microphone's good. Everything looks okay to me. Not too bad. Hold on, I got one more place to share. Okay. Here we go. And I just want to tell everybody thank you very much for your contributions. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for posting. All the great things. Somebody's oh, that is it. So there's your other lawyer. It's Anthony Urbanus.
I told her I heard something drop. It was his keys.
Hello.
Hello. Anybody in there?
I don't know. So not again, I guess. Maybe they didn't hear it.
Yep, we gotta go in.
I mean, there isn't a window anymore. In fairness. Okay.
Because it's about to start in about 4 minutes.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
It
before
is
it's the walk.
6:57.
Lily, how much do you want that? No, it wasn't. He did not. Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
hold on, guys. They're asking. Hold on, before the door opens. I'm gonna stand right in front of it. I posted it on my page. You can see it, but it is here. This is what I posted. So I don't get hit with the door, though. I don't want to stand here.
What's that little cutout section there in the bottom?
To save paper.
Come on in, folks.
Alright, guys. There you go.
I got it, Cleo.
So I can get my seat.
I'll pass there.
And there's a foot and someone's
Put it over. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make a copy or something after the meeting.
Thought I counted right.
Yeah, that's right.
How's this bill here for Hall's lumber? For the library, sewer plant,
Just so you guys know, there's no
the
copies of
building,
the agenda
all
either,
totaled in one.
just so you know.
It's changed by,
I don't know, we could probably allocate it. Probably might.
Here's the bill for police. Bills.
Put that on top, maybe.
Yeah, we'll have to get that.
Which day is this?
Put that right in there too. They gotta be, put that as part of the approved.
What's this for here?
That's the police bill in,
Goes in here.
and that one there's the product, the other one.
So,
Nope, not yet.
We did some outside.
Yeah, I saw. Lawrenceville Borough can't even get close, they only have 2 people.
So like Manson.
Shit, Joe.
Oh, surprise.
And live.
All week.
Oh.
You got that? Nelson, Lawrenceville.
Remember we voted on that
No,
dwelling,
you were just started doing this.
what is considered a dwelling? That's an apartment where if you got 3 apartments, different individuals live in the house, you pay the minimum for 3 apartments.
I couldn't do 2 things at once. That's the one thing I can't do is 2 things at once.
At least it was a nice day.
Well, a dwelling is a dwelling, you get the minimum fee no matter what.
Are you ready? Bring the meeting to order at 7:04.
Well, apparently he changed it all back, this guy only got 1 meter, but it's the way it's always been.
Is that the guy on the agenda?
allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
President here, Vice President.
Here.
Michelle, absent. Cleo. Cindy. Hank, absent.
Yeah, we can do
Bansel. Mayor here. Approval of prior minutes. Take a chance, well, you can look them over and we'll we've got the bills here to look over.
So the rest of the group can prepare their agenda comments. Can we get a copy or 2 to pass around?
Yeah, what took so long to post the agenda?
What's that?
What took so long to post it? The agenda?
I was not in town until this morning.
What that got to do with posting the agenda?
All right, someone make a motion for Mansell to post the agenda and do that next 2 months?
Oh, you can make the agenda.
I can't get on the agenda, how can I make an agenda, you bonehead? Holy shit.
No, because I asked. for
Obviously,
stuff
you
to be on
don't,
the
you
agenda
have to make
next
the
month.
agenda up, Mansell. You don't.
I call and I try to get out things on the agenda, you guys refuse to put it on there,
Well, that's.
time and time again.
The president makes the agenda. We don't put things on that already been
Anybody,
voted on.
she can
No.
already,
So,
you're
it's-
confused,
hold on.
you're confused,
You're out of order.
you're out of order.
Get a chance to look over the minutes there? a motion to accept the minutes.
I'll second it.
Seconded by, Bob. Okay, Board President, yes. Vice President, Bob.
Yes.
Michelle, absent. Cleo,
Yes.
Cindy,
No.
Hank, absent. Mansell,
No.
3-2, minutes are approved. Payment of the bills.
Well, while we're on payment of the bills, how come we have been getting phone calls from lawyers, EPA, or Apex, where somebody has had bills in their trucks and left them in there, and the secretary or the CPA didn't pay them because somebody left them in their truck?
This was already paid.
Which one's that?
Apex.
Those are the ones that are paid online, or paid without writing a check.
Yeah,
Okay?
but they're still paid. Why is it even in the, why weren't we told about this?
What do you mean, why would you approve? This, you were told about,
It says it was paid the
Okay.
second. It
this
wasn't
one,
paid the second.
this one, you were told in January, this one January, this one April, this one May,
And you're
this
just
one in
paying them
August.
now?
I don't know if she's already paid them, she paid them online, and that's what she made
No,
a list.
this is the one that we owed that you did the stop work order on, because she said January, because
Stop
it
work
wasn't
order?
paid. Yes.
Yeah,
Now,
come
who
on,
told you this?
Gordy, come on.
Now, tell me who
You
told
could
you
just
this.
say
Nicole,
freaking email
the
we get.
operator.
The licensed operator?
Yes,
Yes.
Told you I didn't pay the bill.
yes.
Yes.
And so did Vicki Willis, our
Yes.
CPA.
She told you that this,
You didn't pay the bill.
They had
You
to
were
send $5,000 right off the bat, and they were waiting
oh,
for you
no,
for the
no, wait,
rest.
you're saying Vicki Wells said I didn't pay the bill.
You didn't hand in the invoices, so she could
The
pay
bills
the bill.
are sent online, we don't get the bills in the
Then
mail.
why were these in your truck?
They're not in my truck.
They were in your truck.
No.
She said they were in your
Yeah,
truck.
they said they were in your truck.
Vicki
5
Willis,
invoices were in your truck, you forgot about them.
for since January 1st.
Yes.
Mhm.
I wasn't here January, February, or March.
Well, how the hell they
Okay.
get in your truck?
Good question, I don't know. You tell me, you're the one sending
You're the one that
that
picks up the mail. Did you pick them all up and just throw them in your truck when you got
They
back?
aren't in the mail, they're sent online.
The
The invoice-
payments are set online.
Not-
The invoices are
The
sent
invoice
to the
comes in the
mail.
mail.
I'm not gonna argue with you, Mansell.
Gordy, I'm telling you.
I'm not gonna argue with you, okay? But I'm gonna
You
call
got- you
Vicki
got
and
the
she'll be
email?
here next month.
You got the email from
Perfect.
her?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, then hold on, we'll read it off to you.
All right,
She'll see.
okay. Anyway, I need a motion to pay the bills.
Are
That
there
includes
invoices for
Paul's,
Apex?
it includes,
What's this bill in here for $7,000 to Bob Brown?
that says right there, doesn't it? Reimbursement?
Why?
Because he overpaid since last November, that kind of money on his water bills.
$7,000.
For the last 24 months. 2 years.
What does the ordinance say, Gordy?
What, the ordinance says that Bob Brown does not owe that bill, first of all. How the ordinance reads is that on the page 36
Be
of
careful, we
ordinance.
voted on this too. You were.
Yeah.
Okay. You voted, you made the motion.
You voted too. You voted, no, everybody else voted yes. Go ahead.
Are you going against an ordinance that was already voted
No,
on?
he went against the ordinance.
Oh, it's your fault. Damn
Okay.
you.
Oh,
Okay.
go ahead.
You should, and I spoke up that night, okay, but I'm not gonna go through the ordinances now. You have the you go through the ordinances yourself. But I explained it
What
to
you're
Bob.
what you're doing is illegal.
What's illegal?
You're refunding money without talking to the council.
I'm not refunding anything. You gotta approve it. He didn't get his money. He hasn't got, have you got your money
How
back?
many other people have you given money back to now?
I've given none back.
You're giving it to the
Haslam's?
Haslams. They were there when we voted on it.
Okay.
They were fine with it.
Okay, you voted on,
They were there. A dwelling is, whether it's 3 apartments, 1 apartment in a house, the minimum fee goes with 1 dwelling. So if I got 3 apartments in 1 house, that's 3 dwellings. If they're different families, and that's 3 minimum fees.
wrong,
Gordy,
wrong.
we've been through this. We all
How
voted
many
on it.
times?
We all voted on
How
this.
many times have we been through this?
We all voted on it.
Okay,
Hey, guys,
Lucy,
we're trying to pay the bill.
Yeah, Gordy, Lucy.
okay, she asked for her money back.
I did not.
Lucy,
Oh my God.
All right, she called me
You're
on the
lying.
phone. She called me on the phone, okay? And I
Oh
said,
my
and I
God,
said
you
to her,
called me
"Come to
on the
me."
phone
No.
and I've never gotten a cent back. I've been
I
paying
didn't
for
say you
two
did get it back.
dwellings
I said
for
you
X
asked for it
number
back.
of years and it
Okay.
just changed coincidentally in July. Now I'm only paying for
No.
one and was two up
No.
until then and I never got any
No.
money back.
Well, that's not my fault.
Oh my God.
That's not my fault. I was only on the council the last 3 years. Okay?
Oh my
We all
God.
voted on how this was.
Okay, then how, and what was the vote? What was the,
6-1.
Yeah.
okay, 6-1, okay? And what does the ordinance read?
It defines a dwelling. What is a dwelling?
The ordinance does not define the dwelling.
It says right in the ordinance, Gordy, come on.
I'm not gonna argue with you. But anyway,
You're lying, Gordy.
Anyway.
You're lying,
You're pretty good
lying,
at it.
lying.
hey, Bob, I think I read you that portion of the ordinance, but
You didn't, you just told me that,
okay, okay.
it just says.
I'll explain it to everybody one more time.
Can we have the ordinance book? How about that? That'd be great.
Oh, wait a minute. I have.
Okay, it's ordinance 136. And what she has is what I sent to her. If you are a property owner and the property owner pays the water bill and you have 1 meter, if the property owner agrees to it, they can be charged a max or a minimum for every apartment or,
If he agrees to it,
yes.
it's a freaking ordinance, Gordy. There's
No,
no
you're listening,
negotiating.
you're not listening,
Go ahead.
okay? And if he does not agree to it, he's only charged
You're
one
already-
minimum.
You're
You're
lying.
smoking dope.
You're a liar.
Well, have you read it, Bob?
I only agreed to pay for 1 meter.
I've been paying for
That's
two.
right.
Oh, for two and a half.
His might be a little different than everybody else's, but I don't know.
Bob,
That was
Bob.
the argument,
And they
that
can
nobody
charge
would
me
ever
for
agree
years.
with.
In fact, he tried.
Bob,
Why
why would they agree for it, to it?
Because the ordinance says that's how it works, Gordy. And Hazel's even said, everybody up and down the valley got the same ordinance. and
We're
they
not
pay.
talking about everybody in the county. Right now, you have no clue what you're talking about.
Gordy, I bet you had no, you can't remember what you're talking about.
9/12.
A 9/12? Hey, read it to us.
So we've got 6 movers.
How about you start with proving the overpayment? No,
Here we go.
you
Since
start
you
with
never received
proving
this.
the overpayment. That's a lot of money.
It was sent to 25 people.
Can we pay the bill?
No, let's listen to this.
No, it
He
was-
said this didn't happen.
Sent including to Vicky and everybody else. Everybody in DEP known to man
Yeah, I know.
He does that.
from
I'm
Nicole.
used to it.
Unfortunately, we have been left with no choice other than to issue an immediate stop work order for
What are we
service.
talking about? She's on to something else.
I make the motion.
all the
we pay
bullshit you're
it.
doing.
And-
Got a
So you
motion to
don't
pay the
wanna
bills.
pay the bills?
Well, you're gonna vote no to pay the bills anyway.
I'm gonna vote no, because where's Lisa's bill in here? The $400 an hour lawyer.
Lisa who?
Exactly. We had to talk to her for 6 freaking months.
There's 2 bills that she's waiting on pay for,
And you have 2.
and a
So
third
let's
one
get
that's
paid.
coming in.
Well,
Okay.
then vote to pay it, instead of voting no.
I wanna see it.
It's not in there.
It's not in here.
Never been in there.
She mailed it.
Okay, Bob,
It's for
I
$30,000.
made the motion.
Bob,
I'll second the motion to pay the bills.
roll call vote. Gordy, yes. Bob,
Yes.
What are you voting on?
Michelle, absent.
Pay bills that we don't know what's being paid. or not.
Cleo,
Yes.
Cindy,
No, I haven't even looked
Kate,
at them.
absent.
Well, he's gonna ask.
Mansell?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Okay. 2 to 3, motion passes. 3 to 2, excuse me.
So you're paying a bill and we have no proof?
Pay the bill, we have no proof. All of the
No.
bills are right here.
There's a stack right there.
There's a stack right there.
And we have no proof. Does it itemize? Are you saying I want
Every bill
on
is
record?
every bill is itemized.
Well, you would
Did
think.
you sign the income? Did you sign the?
Yes, I did. Are you
Okay.
trying
And
to
what's your
threaten
name?
me?
What's your name?
Lauren Pepper. I'll give you my address too.
That's not
Okay.
necessary.
And where do you
I
live?
live right next to her. Why? Do you
You
want to
live next
threaten
door to
me?
Cindy Losi or Lucy Losi?
Are you trying to threaten me?
13.
No,
Because
do you live
if
next
you
door to
are,
Lucy Losi?
this is gonna be a bad
Okay,
idea.
all right, thank
Okay.
you. Okay. Financial report, there's no financial report.
Yeah.
Today is the first day.
No, there's
of
no
the-
$30,000 bill in here. She wants to be paid now.
there's
You
no
voted
financial
no to
report.
pay the bills.
I wanna see.
It's not in there.
It's not in here.
Public comment on agenda items.
We don't have an agenda.
Well, it's on the door.
I
24 hours.
I have a public comment on
The
agenda
rules only
items.
apply when you want them to apply.
Anybody want a copy of the agenda?
When was it made up? When did you post it?
There. I showed two outstanding invoices for $24,585 and another for $4,124.76 for a total of $28,625.61. Another invoice will be sent out next week for September.
This is
This
for
is
Penn
to who?
York.
This
No.
is Lisa Brudley at babcascallen.com.
Okay, and the bill,
It's not in there.
it's not in there?
It's not in there.
There's one for 28 in there.
You got a lot of
That's $28,000 in
Where's the
attorney
list of
fees.
bills?
Yeah.
Cindy, can you
Where's
clarify
the
exactly?
list of
what
bills
that's
is
for?
itemized there, please?
Oh, here it is.
Where?
Right here.
Not on there. It's in the bills there.
Here it is, the ones you had.
Right
The
there.
check right
Right
there.
there. See, it's there. You couldn't
Just
find
hand
it.
it, no, you just handed it to me.
I didn't hear anything to you.
They were right here. Not-
No.
Mr. Chilton, can you elaborate on that $28,000 bill? And what it's for?
For the $400 an hour lawyer.
And she had
That
talked
does
to
what,
Mr. Chilson in 6 months.
But for what?
For what?
EPA negotiation.
Okay, what about the civil penalties? Wouldn't it have been cheaper to pay the civil penalties than $30,000
They
in
sent,
attorney
they
fees?
sent the council a paper to sign,
It's
and
the
they're
Borough Council
refusing
meeting,
to
please.
accept it and sign
It's
it.
public comment for agenda items, Mr.
That's a
Chilton.
question.
You're allowed to ask questions, you don't have to answer them.
Correct.
Public comment on agenda.
So they can ask any question they want.
They're welcome to ask whatever they want. Any other comments on the agenda?
Actually, I would like to go back to itemizing bills. I have a $550 bill that also the bank is showing I've made payments the entire time. So if I can't trust 550, how are we supposed to trust larger numbers?
Pepper or something?
PEFFER. Would you like my date of birth and social security number?
No, because I'm.
I'm also happy to give you my entire family tree, if that would help.
What about your race?
I don't race anywhere, I'm pretty slow.
Any other public comments besides, Ms. Pepper's,
I just want
Oh,
to
we
make a
exceeded
public
that
comment
20
that
minutes ago.
we haven't heard back about the bounce checks from the CPA yet, or from Penn York Accounting, on whether or not those accounts have been rectified and she has the correct information to make sure she's paying bills out of the correct account.
yeah, thank you for your comment.
Just kind of waiting for an update on that.
Any other comments?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I want to know if the rest of the council agrees with the way the council's actually handling this meeting.
Cleo?
I'm happy with it. She's, the bills are taken up to her, and they're sent to her.
She's not paying them though, she's bouncing checks.
She bounced the same check twice.
That was, what, 3 months ago?
No,
No.
Forty.
For $200.
It was last month.
$40.
No.
It's her job, though.
$8,500.
You're
She
paying
put
her
it through
for
the same
service.
account, we only had $49.75. And she,
That was
why
correct.
told her
That was
to-
corrected.
Cindy?
Yes,
You
but it's the
don't,
same
you don't
check
vote to
twice.
pay the bills.
No,
You
because
don't-
you do
Hey,
stupid
okay.
shit like
And
this.
when I asked that question, why couldn't you
You
just
don't
say
vote
it's
to pay the
been
police
corrected?
department, you don't vote to pay
Nope.
employees, you don't
Nope.
vote to pay anything,
You
okay?
give me this pile 5 minutes and you say, hey, go ahead and agree. No, I'm not agreeing. I don't even know how much money's in the bank. Where's the bank statements?
Well, we're gonna bring them up here in a little bit.
No, I'm not saying those balances.
Why
I want
are
to
we
see bank
bouncing around the
statements.
agenda? Can we
Well-
stay in order?
Bank statements. I want to know
Well,
how much money we
I'm
have.
sorry that you're,
You're
not
bouncing
pleased.
checks and you're telling me,
You're not
oh, we have
pleased.
$400,000. No, we don't if we're bouncing checks. I want to see bank
doesn't make
statements.
That was
It
only
doesn't
at
make
one time, and she
No,
corrected
twice.
it.
Twice,
It was
Cleo.
corrected,
It was
right?
the same
Cindy,
check
Cindy,
twice.
we've heard this broken record
It's
from
been
you.
taken
And why are
For
we
2
charging
years.
the library for utilities when it's in the borough's budget? The borough pays
Under the
library.
library, under the library.
Yeah, but why are we?
Cause
we're-
it comes out of the library account.
No,
In the
we-
budget.
Then why do we have it?
Why do we have it?
Why are you charging the library? It's coming out of the library funds.
That's right. It's in the
No.
budget under
No,
library
it is.
funds.
No, it's coming out of their funds.
That's right, what I just said.
It's out of the library fund.
No, it never has.
And again,
It
this
just
law
started.
changed a couple of months ago. We
That
were
just
paying
started.
utilities, and 2 months ago, all of a sudden they're being taken out of that account.
Yeah, they
They better
shouldn't.
be.
No, they
Well, they
shouldn't.
weren't before.
What changed, Mr. Chilson?
What changed?
Well, probably we got an accountant now, a treasurer that does things correctly.
No.
Okay, not do
Through the
probably.
boroughs.
Anyway.
The boroughs do
Yeah,
it.
where's the treasurer?
I'm through arguing. I'm through arguing.
Okay,
Okay.
then what was the bill that was in April? It was for $710. It just said withdrawal. It didn't say what was being paid or what was doing it with the money. And the
Show it-
library did not use that.
Show it to me, please.
I can, actually.
How come we have to produce evidence, Mr. Chilson, but you do not have to produce an ordinance book while we're talking
Right
about
there.
ordinance?
What is that?
Withdrawal, $710, okay? That was put in the general account to pay your electric utility bills or whatever come out
But
of
they're
that.
coming out of this account.
It's
Well,
not
why wouldn't
supposed
they?
to.
Why
What?
would they?
Well, but then why did you take money out of this account to pay it in the general account?
Because it was for library use.
Exactly.
All right,
What was that
Doug,
money
you
for?
said it. You said it.
It's fine, but what is this money for? Where did that money go?
Where did
This is not the general account. This is the 1845 account that's
okay,
specific
okay.
for the library.
This money came out of the library silver checking.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Where did it go?
It went in. Well, if it was in the checking, it came out of library checking to pay a library bill. Obviously.
What library bill did it pay?
I don't know.
Well,
When was this?
in April.
Oh yeah, 6 months ago.
That's not the point. You can't explain it, can you?
Not from last April.
Well, but something
You-
changed. Something changed, Gordy. Okay, you were
Yeah, yeah.
your utilities were
They weren't
paying by the
taking money out of there up until that point.
Well,
exactly. No, this is my copy. You look up your own.
okay. Oh man.
I'm not playing that game. You take paper and you don't give it back. You know that.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out. Okay.
Oh yeah. When?
We have a fire department contract.
How many
that
days you need to
needs
find
to be
out?
signed by January 1st, 2024. I looked it over and everyone else is welcome to look it over. We haven't got the new assessed value for the borough, and we can't really do much with this until we get the new assessed value. Because they're looking for an increase on the old assessed value of 0.9 mils, and I believe that'll be probably about half that for the new assessed value. So I table this until we get the assessed value.
There's nothing you can do about it. We can't set the millage or anything based on building.
And we got a police report. Everybody has a copy of that. You have any questions?
It's the township and borough together.
In Nelson, I believe. Is that correct?
What's that?
That reports for all three communities, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So you see on the last page, sir, is the narrative page. It says page 4, but it's page 3.
Yeah, ones that are LV.
And that LB is for Lawrenceville Borough. So those are the things that we handle in Lawrenceville Borough.
Okay, okay. Nelson Township, I see that, yeah.
One
Thank you.
more thing. Can I please see in the notes,
Mayor's
in the
report.
minutes, that you're gonna look up the $710 that was taken out of the library account, and when I'm gonna get the information regarding that. Can I see that in
Mayor-
writing, please?
Mayor's report. You had your day in the sunshine.
He said you handed this to her, Gordy.
Oh.
You guys can take a look at that, same guy.
We gotta advertise that.
Yeah, ain't gonna, I'm just giving you the quote.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
You guys can pick up the lot.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
This is a quote for snowplow.
The same guy gave it to me beforehand,
He can go.
I just wanna take a second to talk to council about, what's going on in EPA. We're well known about.
Hey.
Go ahead.
So, really, yeah, I've been the one talking to the lawyer with Lisa lately, the last couple of weeks, more importantly, to try to get understanding what the borough has to do as we enter in an order of consent, which is a big deal. It's extremely big deal. And,
Are you keeping an account for yourself of the number of hours that you've been talking to them?
I got it all documented.
So what they're charging is
exactly what-
right on the same
Yeah,
point
yeah.
of money?
Hey, you're interrupting the mayor.
But within,
Zip it.
it had, so we did sign it, so now comes in the order of consent, which should be coming, hitting the borough here in the next, couple of days, like a week at the latest, based on what Lisa told me. And the big thing is, and I urge council, because I've asked for help with doing all these documents. As you guys know, they want an O&M manual for the sewer plant. That's huge. They basically, off of number 43, within 60 days, they want us to bring a schedule to bring the wastewater treatment plant up to date, the effluent issues, and a plan for an O&M manual. And you guys know as well as I do that 60 days is impossible. So I've asked for help with getting quotes. I'm not saying it's Larson Design. I'm just saying a company to come in as a liaison, the paralegal, to create these documents, to work with our operators, Mike and the girl's name, I can't think of her name, but yeah, and work with these guys to help us develop this.
Chris.
I strongly, yes.
Okay, so you happen to throw out the name Larson's Design, which is an engineering group. Why don't you just have our actual engineer do the work? And this is not something you just got done saying, and I heard you say it clearly, and I heard Mr. C here say, I agree. You said 60 days. Dude, you have had way more than 60 days. O&P manual has been on the topic, on the chopping block for months.
No.
Wrong.
Oh, yes, it has.
That was for the water plant.
For the water plant. You're out of line. You're out of left field.
Marry them together.
The
violation.
If you
Please.
needed one, you needed
You
the
realize
other.
how much work that is? You guys realize how much work? I don't think people here understand it. I really don't.
No.
I'm telling you. We did this over the winter, and I sacrificed a month. Probably should have been fired from my job because I did a lot of this document
He did.
over and over and over. And now they come at us with this. And this 60 days, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You need an army.
You, me, and Hank did.
Yep.
They don't acknowledge it though. That's the problem.
Well, they did for the water plant, so
I don't acknowledge what?
at the end of the day,
Issues.
the point is that we are in a hole right now, and I want to strongly urge the council to look at getting some help. And I don't know who that is. I'm just throwing this out here based off of what I'm talking here. Jimmy Joe could be one, yes.
Okay, in the
Jimmy
past,
Joe would be an awesome asset.
Jimmy Joe did his share last go round.
I know he did.
Okay.
He said he'd help this time, but
And Chico did his.
In the
Are you
past,
aware that the Tioga County Commissioners just did this?
in the past, your operator, licensed operator, is who's done this work.
no,
It's always happened in the past.
No.
Mick and Walt did this work.
no.
Okay. Now
No.
they
They're smoking that wacky again.
All right.
but anyway, and he's talking about the water plant, which we have an O&M that they've never looked at.
We got the water plant.
The sewer plant.
Stop.
Okay. And we have an O&M manual. Okay?
And he went for the sewer plant.
And they have yet to tell us that we need one for the sewer plant.
That's
No.
just true.
That's
You
what
That
he
is
just
not
You just said
said.
it'd be coming in a
That was
couple
part
days,
of the
so we didn't know.
lawsuit.
Right, the official document, right.
Okay.
What he's saying, the official consent coming from the judge will be coming saying exactly what he's saying.
Because
That's
we didn't
past
meet-
tense.
Because we didn't meet the
We didn't
deadline.
meet the deadline, that's correct.
This has
What
been in
deadline
court
did we
since
meet?
What
January.
deadline?
It's been in
Which is
court
the
since
unilateral
January.
consent that we decided not to sign.
Right.
Which is now is in the judge's hand.
But also on there it says that's negotiable too.
No,
It was-
that's
no,
gone.
it's
That's
long gone.
That's gone.
You're
All right.
past
No,
that
whatever.
point.
But anyway,
It's not memorial.
we
What
have
they
not
say we got
received
to
it
do.
yet.
But I,
You
hey,
did
forget
receive
about
it.
it. We need to know how to work together to move forward with it, and I strongly urge we get some company that can help us, like a Matt, like a guys that's done this kind of stuff. And I'm not saying it's Matt. I'm just saying somebody. I asked Lisa to put a bullet point of what work we want done, give it to you guys to post it, get the word out that we're looking for help. And obviously, it ain't gonna be cheap.
Has anyone gone to the commissioners?
Okay.
They just did the
That's
same
my-
thing.
Okay.
And
Ambulance
hired someone to
Association.
come in and do it.
Thanks, Chris.
I highly recommend you reach out to the commissioners because they just did this. They might be able to direct you
For water?
for any O&M stuff, for stuff like that, for water sewer treatment. Yes, they just did. I highly
Ambulance
recommend reaching out to
Association.
one of them.
We had one over the wall.
Got anything, Catherine?
Jimmy Joseph's one over the sewer plant.
So,
It's there, it's
Has to be
1973.
approved.
And he
You got
said
a
he could
report?
go through that, but
patiently
these
wait.
files won't.
Borough committee reports,
Hey.
library,
I just told you to patiently wait. There was actually a conversation on the floor.
that's not on the floor, they're
No, it's,
They're
whether you
online.
call it a sidebar
It's
or
not
not is
online.
irrelevant.
Gordy, if this would have been taken care of 2 months ago, we would have had some negotiating,
We're
power.
on to the
So-
ambulance
This
association.
is big issues, we're worried about the ambulance.
I'll let you handle it.
Now,
It's-
alright.
it's how they
yeah,
can-
that-
Well,
no, wait
resign,
a second.
resign and I'll handle it.
Last
Resign right now.
Please, yay.
Come on.
That ain't gonna happen.
I didn't think so.
We're gonna get to you later on here, man, so.
You
Alright.
got 3 minutes, Mr.
So-
Chilson.
Ambulance
Figure it out.
Association.
Reports.
Alright, so, Chief Button, wanted to let you know that, the ambulance transported 10 patients last month, and they have also been actively involved with, the fire department as it relates to, several incidences that have happened over the last month, one of which was a dog that had gone over a cliff over by, I-99 northbound, as well as, some fire issues with properties. So
You had, what, 12 calls?
he didn't clarify
You didn't say?
that.
Okay, thank you. Library?
The library is doing quite well in spite of no support from certain members of the council. This is what we did last month, and this is what we're doing this month. And this is what we did last month, and this is what we're doing this month, so that's all.
Building enforcement and zoning,
Are we hiring anyone for that?
public works, streets and dikes. We need to get the inlets and outlets cleaned out for the storm sewers going through the levee, and we need to get the levee trimmed up before 2023 inspection.
Mr. Chilson, for building enforcement and zoning, I'm sorry to go backwards again, but you have it
You-
on the agenda.
You're
Did you forget the talking point that there isn't one and you need to hire one?
advertisement for
'Cause you were
2024
rushed.
rural upcoming winter season maintenance. I have a bid here, but I need a motion to put that out for bid.
When is the levy inspection, Gordy? Do you have a-
Said that falls back on
It's
the
in late
president.
October, November, in the
This is
past.
what? October?
Yeah.
So
that's
you,
when
you
got
have
it.
Wow.
to, you have to
2028.
hire one at some point. You guys can't just do this as free gratis.
Need a motion to advertise for winter maintenance on the streets.
And a zoning code enforcement officer maybe and a
I'll
secretary
make a
at the
motion
same
to
time?
be
Hey,
advertised.
settle down.
Why don't you vote on that at the
Settle
same
down.
time?
Make
Why
a
do you gotta
motion
waste
to
our time?
advertise.
Okay, Cleo,
Snow removal.
Clearly, it's
and-
not an important position
First.
to have.
need a second?
What about the unlicensed vehicles around town?
Trying
Who's
to
gonna
get
enforce that?
the motion written down.
Oh, I'm
What'd
sorry,
you do?
go ahead.
Cleo made a motion, what?
To advertise for winter
Snow
maintenance.
plowing and Sidney.
What about the company from last year?
I put down winter maintenance on the agenda because some cinder, some salt, so whichever works out best for you.
Did the company from last year not agree to do it?
Needs the chicken shit.
Cindy, can you help me with this? The guy-
No, they
company
put in
from
a
last
bid,
year?
but they have to wait.
To advertise for
This,
maintenance.
Still
Okay.
going.
The advertisement will go out on the 9th, and we'll give them 2 weeks, and we'll open the bids on the November meeting.
November meeting.
Okay,
be right
so,
now.
so you want the bids in by the 20th? Or 24th, let's put it to 24th.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Kind of do them.
Well, I knew we were thinking Wednesday and this shit. When's it get over?
So when's that?
And then next Monday's deadline, the penny saver.
Just the penny saver?
And must be in by the 24th of October. We'll open them in the November meeting.
It's open.
I didn't open it. sealed bid for
Snow road maintenance.
winter road maintenance.
Is it truly sealed?
We need to find minutes when we go to that.
No, it's not truly sealed.
That doesn't fit the definition of sealed.
Same thing he already did. He couldn't get it then, and he did.
Behind your back, when you weren't looking.
Yeah. And
We'll get back to the mayor.
Yeah, I don't
Everything
want
the same way we did.
We'll open this in November's meeting. Okay. Personnel and appointment.
Wait a minute, we need to get a second.
Oh. Excuse me. We have a vote on too.
Okay, I thought you.
Cleo first, I need a second.
Did you just make that Cleo for, or motion for Cleo?
No, he made it earlier, I haven't. They're putting it out to bid now.
While you were talking, he made the motion. Didn't you hear him?
And he already got it.
Thanks, Bob. Would have been me.
I mean, that is the importance of, you know,
Well, it's a shame you guys can't speak up or amplify your meeting like most other meetings, so that's a shame.
I'll make the second.
When it picks up
whisper. Roll call vote, President, yes. Vice President,
Yes.
Michelle, absent.
I have no.
Cleo,
Yes.
Cindy,
What are we voting on?
on snow removal, winter maintenance.
Advertisement.
Hank, absent. Mansell,
Yes, we have money left. Since we continue to go.
Parks and
down.
Recreation,
How about personnel and appointment, we skipped that.
Water and Sewer,
Personnel, you can't go out of order. Mr. Chilson, you created this agenda, please go in order.
Can you relax?
At the last minute.
Okay.
Please, I don't, that's not my fault.
Relax.
Okay, but please go in
I
order.
said that.
Alright.
Okay, I just said that also.
Is there any updates?
Not that I have.
Did we ever put out a
Is
thing
that,
for it?
okay, yeah. All right, Parks and Recreation, we have a bid
So nothing, no report for
for
personnel and
272
appointment?
feet
Hey,
of
personnel and
commercial grade
appointment has no
galvanized chain
report?
link fence,
No report, okay.
fabric and top rail. Quote for 6 foot is 7,500. The current fence that there is 8 foot. That's 9,900. And we brought this up a couple months ago. Said that we were going to replace this because it was kind of an unsafe situation with it tipping over and whatever. And we did a temporary fix on it in June. So Bob has gotten 2 quotes. And the current fence that we have, the quote would be 9,900. That's for an additional.
Just a chain link.
Yes. What was this?
This
additional
goes around
60
the
feet?
field or the outside of the field?
Replacement.
The west side.
Amy's side.
Where the wood is.
Yeah, it's falling down.
Need a motion to accept the quote.
Well, why don't they do both sides?
I'll make a motion, we
Go one side at a time.
accept the bid for the 8-foot chain link fence on the west
Why don't
side
you
of the
ask
wall.
them if they're done with their discussion, Cleo, before making a motion, because this is their
We're
turn
not
to
taking
discuss
this.
this. You gotta give them a second.
You make a motion in a second, then you discuss it.
Wow,
Okay.
okay.
Robert's rule.
Need a second? Cleo.
Cleo made the motion.
Made the motion.
That's what I said.
Hang on a minute.
Take your time.
Nobody wants a second motion? Fix the fence
He's
inside
still-
the
We're not even
he's
paying the
taking
bills we got
minutes.
now.
He's taking the minutes.
Cleo made a motion to accept the 8-foot chain link fence quote for the ball field on the west side.
Yes.
Due to safety concerns. It's being replaced due to safety
I'll
concerns.
second it.
On the
Yes,
left side.
they give me.
You got any questions?
Yeah. I'm looking for how, do we have any balance sheets here of how much money we have? Where's this coming out of?
Coming out of Parks and Recreation.
Yeah, but I
Okay,
don't
as
have.
of right now, the borough has $595,406.46 as of today.
What one do you have? Cause I don't have that.
You have that, you have
Is
that.
that just in
I
Chrysler?
got, I got
You
20.
both have it.
I got 2020 and 2019. I don't
You
have
should have 2020 and
August
2023, August 31st.
Where?
That's last week.
August was last week.
That was last Saturday, the last day of last week.
Oh.
Page 2.
She passed the bills over like water.
Why is it 2020 on the first page?
No.
Because that's what it was, that's the amount of money that was in there when we took office.
What the heck got to it?
A lot.
Oh, shit, here we go. We saved it, no
So how much money do we have?
Your second page is circled, right, or squared, right
Can you
there.
read
No,
it out
that
loud again?
includes the
It was-
library money, that includes
Take the,
grants.
that's what the money we have, that's the money we have.
$595.406.
We have $409,424.
That's cash in the general fund,
Yes,
okay?
you can't use the ARPA
Okay.
grant.
You can use everything there but the library money.
You can't use that. Show me where it says you can use the impact fee.
Show me where it says you can't.
You can't.
You can't.
That's $19,000, big deal. Okay. We
Take that
got
out, take that out.
$600,000.
Why don't you go back to Florida and spend your own money?
You have $409,000.
Can you just confirm that
That's
you
in
said
cash.
you have
That's
Hey, guys,
$600,000?
we're supposed to be
Wait,
discussing
wait,
the
wait.
fence.
No.
We're
Well, I'm
discussing
trying to
finance.
find out where the fence money comes
The
from.
library. Not the library. Jesus, talking about the library.
Comes from the general fund.
Sorry, but that was good.
Comes from the
That's all I hear about.
Okay.
Oh, no, that was, Robert, that was funny. I'm
I
sorry.
know.
Funny.
For the record, can you just verify the total amount you just said?
We got a second on the table, okay?
Yep, roll call vote.
We're discussing it. Or we're
We
voting.
never get your finished minutes. Can you please just tell us, repeat yourself?
I finished.
So do
Repeat
the
and make a
minutes
motion
and we
accept
wouldn't
the
have to
8-foot
ask
high
you.
chain link fence at the ball field. Yeah, that was a motion. Gordy seconded it. Roll call vote.
Gordy, yes.
A motion to
Bob.
cut people off.
Yes.
That was already
Michelle,
seconded.
absent.
That was already seconded.
Cleo,
Yes.
I don't see Parks.
Cindy,
No, I don't see Parks on here.
Hank, absent. Mansell,
We're not paying lawyer fees, either one of them. We're not paying EPA.
The motion's on the
Hey,
floor.
hey,
You
that's
voted
no,
on that.
So I'm voting no
He's
because you
a-
guys ain't paying the bills
We're
right
not
now.
different
You don't even
comment.
got them.
We are
Look at the bills you're not paying.
It's on the
You're not paying
bottom
them,
of the
Khalil.
bill.
That's because you aren't approving anything.
Bull crap.
You just
Vote
approved
crap, you haven't voted
everything.
yes on all year long.
Majority, you still
All
vote.
right, water and sewer.
All right, that's enough.
okay.
Jeez.
Water and sewer deposit refunds.
Would you
5
vote yes anyway?
5 Kalinowski Street and Bob Brown's overpayment.
Did you vote on the fence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period.
I didn't hear you say, here.
Can you tell us who's providing the fence?
Ballard Fence Company. Ballard, excuse me, B-A-L-L-A-N-D.
Where are they from?
One.
Ithaca Road, Horseheads, New York.
And this is at the Cinderella Field?
It's at the
No.
Lawrenceville, Borough Field. Not the Cinderella Field, they own their own property.
Okay, well, you didn't clarify and I didn't know. Thank you.
We did, it was on the west side of the,
You said on the west side and that's all I got.
it says
on
right
the
here,
address.
west side, Lawrenceville Ball Field.
We
We
don't
don't
have
have
one
that.
ball field.
Yeah, okay. Need a motion to, the property changed hands at 5 Kalinowski Street and Bob Brown's overpayment.
I think we ought to table Bob Brown's overpayment until we get a look at that ordinance.
You, believe me, Cindy, you're
No,
not.
why do we
leaving.
have to
I
leave
think
you?
we
We
should
don't have
table
to
it
leave
until
you.
we get a look at the ordinance.
Okay, let's, before the evening's over, we'll get the ordinance out and we'll review that.
I can run home and get it.
But, you said what?
I can run home and get it, 'cause I have it.
Go get ordinance 136,
I'm
please.
gonna. Yeah.
That's because he don't
Just
have
bear in mind, we're in the borough office.
Yeah, you have it
There's no
here. I
ordinance.
can-
He is, he's gonna get it later.
I know I have it.
It has to be
But
present
you
in
should
this
have it
budget.
here.
We'll get it over, we'll get it out before the night's over. Okay. Building
So Mr.
committee.
Brown can stay for the entirety of your meeting.
Okay.
even though he's up here.
Property, and then call it.
That's an ethics violation if I ever heard one.
Especially because you brought it up.
Yeah.
What's that?
Nothing.
You read
What I
about it.
figured was nothing.
You read about
Okay,
it.
but anyway, yeah. Building committee,
Poor man.
Al, your wife volunteered you to work on the library windows and floor, and also Cindy's husband was volunteered by her. If you guys are willing to do that, when can you meet with the building committee and decide how we're gonna go about that?
I'm not gonna meet with any lame ducks, and I don't like the fact that you and Cleo are running things here when you only got a couple of more months to do stuff, so I'm not gonna be talking to you from now on.
Okay, so you all that's fine. So let's get. So you are willing to? You're qualified to do those windows in the.
First, you gotta have a
And
qualified
I
person to
don't
interview.
appreciate having my name on the agenda when I haven't been notified that I was gonna be talking to you. And I just told you I won't be talking to you from now on. You are a lame duck.
Okay.
Your power is gone in just a couple of months.
That's fine. Okay.
It's been gone.
So anyway, so do we?
Just
No.
on to the next agenda.
Yeah.
Next agenda.
Old
business.
Okay. So as of right now, what are we going to do about? I talked to the church about volunteers, and the church
Did you talk
has
to
a committee.
CP Foster?
The church has a committee of several churches that does work on churches, but they're only insured to do work on church property.
That's not
No, they're
true,
not.
Gordy.
That's
They're
not
they're
true.
homeless.
You're
So-
making this
Initiative.
stuff
So
up
anyway,
again.
so
He
anyway,
talked to
where
Mike
are we gonna go
Shakespeare
with
and
this?
he
Wanna
couldn't
turn the-
work very well.
I
He
mean,
just had
we're
some
getting
surgery.
more help
You're an
from-
idiot.
Any volunteers?
You had tons of help.
You had more than enough help.
You chose not to use them.
Are you annexing reinstatement of water and
So
sewer
anyway,
authority from your agenda?
You want to table the two volunteers that their wives updated them?
Yeah.
No, my husband, you
Said
pay
that.
him, he'll come meet with you.
Okay.
He's not doing it for free.
Okay, so he's not volunteering.
What qualified
Okay.
person is gonna interview you?
I don't know.
I don't see a qualified person
My
sitting there.
husband should be interviewing them.
Are you annexing the reinstatement of water and sewer authority from the agenda?
We're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
You're past that. You're on
Okay.
the building
They were
committee.
just talking about
It's
the
listed
building
above the
committee
committee.
and Al Losi and
Okay.
George Burrows.
Okay,
We're
you
just talking about
skipped.
that.
Okay,
Again,
settle
are
down.
you looking
Okay.
at the same agenda?
I am.
Okay,
Okay.
why are we going out of order?
That's our.
We're all
Because
over,
they
you're
brought it
all
back
over
up.
the place.
Okay.
Because
All right.
I just made it
So
up
You
half
report
hour
the
ago.
news? Or,
I report what you guys look like.
like this, relax.
Which means you can't
Hey,
go
hey,
in order of the
hey,
agenda that
settle
you
down,
created.
settle down, settle
Which
down.
means our
Okay.
thought process
Settle
keeps
down.
going all over
Okay.
because y'all can't stay on topic.
Uh,
Because your council members once a
The
month.
water,
all right?
the water committee
That's why.
has discussed having the borough reinstate the water and sewer authority.
At what meeting with what minutes?
And
What
anyway, we're
council?
bringing it to the council meeting now to reinstate the, look into reinstating the water and sewer authority with the.
So let me
We're gonna need copies of
replace
the
back. You
minutes.
just said you just had a meeting with the water and sewer.
Yeah.
and to
Committee,
talk about-
committee.
So you made a decision to bring it to the membership for a
Yeah.
vote.
No.
Yes.
That's not how it works.
How does it work?
Gordy.
Whose answer? Bob's no
Will you-
or
will you-
Gordy's yes?
Will you
Hold
tell
on.
me how it
Just
works?
listen to it.
We don't make the decisions, that's why we're here.
Wait,
To make
you already
the
made a
decisions.
decision.
The decision we made was bring it to the borough council.
You do it before you put it on the
Okay.
agenda.
Are there any
We just
minutes for your meeting,
That's why it's on the
Mr.
agenda
Jessup?
to address it.
You
This
have to
decision
have
was
meeting
made
minutes
first.
for
Anyway,
these
well,
committee
they
meetings.
even
They,
did that the
they
other
need to
meeting.
have minutes and they need to be
That's what you just
publicly
said.
notified.
The
Hey,
committee recommends that we bring it to the
Why?
council to reinstate the.
Why?
Okay, that's
the process.
that's a statement.
We have to
Okay.
go.
Why?
Now it's
But why?
on here in the agenda.
Why?
well, the reason for it is, in 2018, okay, when the council took over the water authority, there were $200,000 over budget after raising
Gordy, we
water
have heard the
bills.
story a
Hey!
hundred times.
Hey,
And do you know why?
She
they
asked
were?
why.
why?
Because they were doing repairs back then.
And
They were fixing things. Things were moving ahead.
Okay,
And then we slammed into a brick wall.
so what did you repair?
What do you
Okay.
mean, what did they repair? Go back and look at the bills. Go back
I
and look at
did,
things were
There
done.
was- I did, in order to get the 200,000.
If I knew this, I would have brought the list with me of 30 things.
Okay, one thing was 60 hours of secretaries every week. That has been
Oh yeah,
cut
we've gone to
24.
0.
Okay,
How's
but
that
anyway,
work for us?
So anyway,
should be lots of
and then since January 1st of 2019, the Water Authority had $135,000. Now it has 267. So
It was 195.
so
Yeah, we
what's
don't-
happened is
we don't pay
we've been
bills.
able to double the money
We don't
in
pay
savings
bills.
plus do repairs to the.
Oh hell no! Don't even go
okay.
there. You
How
lying
many
sack of shit.
violations have you
Because
rectified?
no, you have
How
not
many
fixed
violations
one
have
thing.
you rectified?
Cindy,
Give me the list the EPA and DEP have required.
Cindy,
What have
I
you
don't wanna, I
done?
don't want to hear from you.
We wrote a.
What have you done?
We know that?
Yeah.
What have you done?
Well, for one thing, we spent about months. We spent months
Saying we done nothing.
doing an operation.
No, that's it. You have done nothing. They did stuff. You did nothing.
That's not true.
Those bills,
No, these are my papers.
So anyway, it'll take the politics out of the water and sewer
Oh, that's
also.
where that came
Are
from.
they gonna be
being
entitled to a
independent.
secretary?
Okay. So
No.
I'm looking for a motion to reinstate the water and sewer.
Let's play this back. I was on the water and the borough council at the time. What happened was that the water and sewer authority ran out of money, so he went to the borough to ask for a loan. Then from that point forward, it went downhill. Then later on, we were removed, the whole council, the authority was removed. Do you remember that whole scenario?
What went downhill with the $200,000
When
loan?
we borrowed the money, everything went south.
That's your opinion. I appreciate it. That's fine.
It did.
It did.
That's your opinion. Okay.
That's on record,
Well, then
Mr. Chilson.
why
We
was
can't
it
deny
dismantled?
that the violations just.
I don't.
Because we couldn't stand on our own feet.
Oh,
That's
hold
why.
No, we didn't
No.
choose to
We didn't have
abolish
nobody doing
it.
it.
She abolished it.
She abolished
She made the motion.
She made the motion.
Yes,
So
I
I'm saying
did.
we didn't have no money at the time.
Oh,
That's not,
that's
not true.
We borrowed.
No.
Yeah, you did. You borrowed $200,000.
That was for maintenance of the plants. That wasn't because
You weren't using it for
borrowed
maintenance
it
of the
from
plants.
the
That's
borough.
your opinion.
We borrowed
No,
it
I've
from the
got
borough.
proof.
Wait a minute. We borrowed it from the borough. Okay? Instead of going out and borrowing from a bank, which is what our replacement did. Okay?
Yes.
So which was more prudent, to borrow it from the bank or go borrow it from the borough?
Did it work out for you, bro?
We didn't have a
The
choice.
agreement was
Did it
canceled.
work out with
We
you?
didn't have a
Bro?
choice.
You agreed to cancel the.
Yes, I did.
So did
Because
it work?
you
You
were-
tell me. Did it work
It
out?
did.
It would have.
It was until you two came along again.
That's.
So,
Can you
how
tell
are
me
you gonna
what
pay
the
down
fiscal?
$800,000 in the same,
Hold
same
on.
situation you just talked about?
I
How's
want to
that gonna
know.
work for you?
We're going to get to that in a few minutes.
Excuse
Okay.
me, Mr. You Know Who. I want to know
But anyway.
what the fiscal difference is between reinstatement and leaving things right now pending DEP action.
Well, the actions go with the new authority.
The actions will go to the new authority.
So, what's the fiscal difference? Fiscal is money, by the way.
Well, it's that the current council that's there now, okay, has doubled the resources of the water authority in the last 4
You
years.
have fixed nothing.
Okay? You didn't
What
even hear what I
resources?
said.
I
What
heard the first part of it.
resources?
What did I say?
You said it just doubled
Doubled what?
the money.
The resources.
Resources.
That's right.
Because you hadn't fixed nothing in the last
You
2
haven't
years.
even paid
We haven't
me.
fixed anything last 2 years?
Gordy, you got the flow meters that's been bought 2 years ago, and where are they at?
Wrong.
Where they at?
They were
That's
not bought
exactly
2 years ago.
Where they
Where
at?
they-
They're not going to be installed until high
Where
water
are
time.
they?
They're in the water plant.
2 years ago, so we had that
No.
$40-some
Yes,
thousand
they are.
dollars sitting in the
21.
closet.
No,
Yeah.
no.
2021.
Okay. But anyway, what I'm looking for is a motion to reinstate the water authority.
The LLC no longer exists. You can't just recreate it out of thin air.
No, they gotta fill out paperwork and file
So
for paperwork.
who's gonna be
And it's gotta
handling?
get approved.
Who's gonna be handling?
sure he
all
Are
does.
you gonna do that with 2 members of the council missing and 2 lame duck council members? You're gonna do that? Why do you think you can do that?
Why would we not do that?
Because you don't have a full council and because you guys are not gonna be here in 2 months.
Okay, now here's something that you don't understand, okay?
That you're not gonna be here in 2 months, I understand that.
The person that read the resolution to dissolve the the borough authority was not correctly appointed to the borough council.
Yes, she was.
No.
I've got my paperwork.
Why
in
is
my
it
I make a
always
motion
personal? Why is it
to
always about
reinstate
a
the Lawrenceville
person?
Borough Authority.
How long did it take, 4 years?
Motion made by Bob to reinstate the authority.
How are you
To
gonna
contact-
handle that
to contact
legally?
this, to solicitor to.
You've
This
already
will not
contacted
stand.
the
This will
solicitor.
not stand.
You've already
Go ahead and
contacted
do
the
it, but this will
solicitor.
not stand.
Has your solicitor advised you on this?
Oh yeah, they went to the solicitor already behind everyone's back.
Okay.
You've already been paying for that.
What did the solicitor say?
Okay, I made a motion to contact the solicitor to reinstate. the
Okay, now
Lawrenceville
pay
Borough
attention,
Authority.
folks.
Contact.
The three
Motion
votes
by
that are gonna
Bob.
be yes.
Seconded by Cleo.
Chilson,
Roll call
LBA
vote.
president.
President, yes.
Cleo, vice president.
Guys, we gotta.
And Robert
vote on
Penzone
it.
at the
Vice
time
President, Bob.
was
Yes.
the secretary
Michelle
of the LBA.
absent. Cleo,
Yes.
Cindy,
No. You're gonna screw it up again.
Gontars, Hank absent.
The motion
Cleo,
is to
or
speak to
excuse
the
me, Manson?
solicitor.
Mantle left.
No.
Okay. Okay. Vote 3-1.
Will you please bring a report back to us about what the solicitor says? Because we're all gonna be very interested. Just so you can be prepared next month. We're all gonna ask.
Okay, old business, pay down $800,000 loan.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
It's just money.
I'd like to know how. Can you describe how you intend to do this?
In 2000,
Not then, now,
In
right now,
2000
not then,
Hey!
not then. I
Hey,
didn't
hey,
ask that.
hey, you wanna leave?
How do you intend to pay this now?
I'm going, the
Today.
next time, I'm gonna ask you to leave, and if you don't leave, I'm gonna have the officer remove
You
you.
know what, you can ask anyone to leave that you want, but the reality is, you're the one
Ma'am.
that is
Hey,
causing the
hey,
problem.
ma'am,
Don't
hey.
you speak to me like
Ma'am, the
that.
floor is closed.
I'm gonna tell you something, you
Ma'am.
are. Geez, you know Lawrenceville Borough has the worst reputation? WETM has done news
That's
stories
good.
about this.
Settle down,
And
or I'm
you
asking you to
don't
leave.
care.
The next time you
No,
open
no.
your mouth, you're gonna leave.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where is that?
He's standing right
Stand
beside
right
you.
beside him, yeah.
That's a police officer.
That's right.
I'm
He
doing
will
nothing.
remove
I'm
you.
sitting in my seat.
His job is to remove you for interrupting the
He
meeting.
threatened me. He asked me where
Ma'am, the
my
floor
home
is
was.
closed.
I feel threatened like he's going to come to my house.
He cannot
I
do
press
that.
charges.
That's how I'm feeling threatened right now.
If you don't wanna sit there and listen, then please leave. If you don't listen, you're interrupting it, and if you're asked to leave, then you're on private property, excuse me.
Am I?
Oh,
Really?
this is not
Our
private.
Oh, this
solicitor
ain't
already,
private property.
Wait a minute,
Have
wait
this
a
on
minute.
video.
our
President
solicitor
Biden,
already told us.
This is the people's property.
Okay, our
The
solicitor
taxes
already
they
told
pay
us
and everything.
the
Hang on.
process,
Listen.
okay?
This is
All right, listen,
this is
Stop.
the people's.
Yeah.
excuse me.
Hey,
Perry.
Listen,
You're trespassing if you
Listen.
don't follow the orders.
Oh my god.
guys, listen, alright? You're not getting anywhere, alright? Just let them handle the meeting. If there's something you don't agree with, there's proper ways to do that.
Correct, thank
Okay.
you.
Let's
Thank you.
just
He doesn't
let them
have
get
to
through
do
their
it.
meeting. I'm just asking, let's let them.
But when you ask a question, officer, really nice,
But there's a
they
certain
just
way.
blow you
There's
the
a
fuck
process.
off.
Excuse me,
Oh,
excuse me.
Terry!
Process.
Terry,
There's a certain way.
Well, it's stupid.
watch
Right.
it.
Watch language.
There's a certain way to do things, alright? So just, if you don't agree with it, there's certain ways to handle
So,
that,
Cleo,
okay?
you make a motion,
Are you gonna handle
Bob,
the fact that
you
I'm
second
feeling
it.
threatened?
and then Mr. Chilson,
We can talk
I
after
say
the
he
meeting.
votes yes, I say you vote yes,
I'm trying to.
and I say you vote
The
yes. So
floor
there you
is,
go.
hey, the
It's-
floor is closed.
We just did it. I'm telling you.
In January
I'm
1st,
psychic.
2020,
It's already been done.
there was $316,000 in the borough fund,
Correct. That's
Okay.
borough funds.
borough funds, okay? In August 31st, which was last Saturday, there was $596,000,
It wasn't.
okay? That's $275,000, $280,000 more.
So you're
than-
gonna use borough funds
Ma'am,
Cool
to
it.
pay, you're
Settle
gonna
he's
use,
trying to explain what
you're
he's
gonna
gonna
use
do.
borough funds.
Settle down, okay? Okay? The difference in that money is $280,000, all right? The finance committee recommends taking that $280,000 and paying down that $800,000 debt, okay? For every dollar you pay down, you get $2 back,
It's a 2% loan.
okay?
Why
The
are we
interest rate
paying
is
this?
2%.
We're paying $24,000
It's
a year
a
interest.
2.068%
But we're paying,
loan.
but we're paying,
We should be using this money to repair things.
we're
How?
paying $24,000 interest on them loans.
And how much are we gonna pay when we have to take out another loan to pay for everything? It needs to be repaired.
The borough has not taken out a loan, plus paid down the debt, plus
You
lowered
could
the
be
taxes,
old.
plus put money in the bank.
It's 2%.
Okay? But anyway, the bottom line is,
When did the finance meeting meet, or committee meet, and who was there and who voted for this to happen?
nobody votes at those committee
We
meetings.
make a recommendation.
Who was at the committee
recommendation.
meeting?
Him and I.
Okay.
Well, who?
There you go.
Oh,
There you
okay,
go.
yeah,
Water
yeah.
committee.
All right.
Him and I.
I thought other people were on the committee besides.
There's 3 people on the committee,
Yeah.
Then how come it's always you two?
Aren't there
Does anyone
4?
make it?
I
because
thought
that's,
there were
that's the
4.
ones who come.
Aren't there 4 people on the
No,
committee?
you
There's
can't.
supposed
have
to
a
be 4
quorum.
people,
No,
not 2.
No, it's not.
Anyway, the bottom line is, the borough has money to pay down that $280,000. That will put over $500,000 in the borough pocket
For
by
what?
paying that
For
loan.
what?
How? What do you need?
How
it
and for what?
For other projects.
So,
Like
yeah,
what?
they-
Cleo,
absolutely,
give
yeah.
us an example.
The borough's not borrowed any money
Over
since
how
that
long?
800,000 in 2018,
And you
5
can't-
years ago. Okay. Another thing is, the borough has lowered the taxes 4 years in a row. Plus, they lowered the taxes back to where they were in 2017. And each year they have put money in the bank. And right now they stand at $275,000 more than when they took office in 2018 or 20. Plus, they have made the monthly payment every month from that loan before. Okay, so it's the finance committee's recommendation to pay down the difference between where the money were when they took office and where the money is now. And that, what it is the resources of the borough will be exactly the same as when they took office. They're not taking a penny more than when they were here. And they'll reduce the debt by $500,000 on top of that,
Over how long?
over 20 years.
My understanding is the building committee, the church guys, they maybe weren't qualified to do the work in the library. How are you qualified to make these financial decisions?
I'm not.
What?
We left it up, we're leaving it up to the borough. I just told you the numbers.
I heard what you
Okay?
said.
I told
What's
you the
your, What are
numbers,
your
okay?
qualifications to make this recommendation?
You can't.
And
What
pen
my,
zones?
what my qualifications are, that we have put that amount of money in the bank in the last 4 years and lowered the
And
taxes
what have
42%.
what have we?
That's my qualifications.
What have we gained from
I want to
saving
see
all
the
this money?
bank statements.
What'd you say, Lucy?
What have we gained in this community with the money that you've saved? What has
Your
what
taxes
has, what
went
has
down
got,
42%.
What
No,
has gotten
no,
better?
no.
Oh,
My
what
taxes
has
went
gotten
down
better?
$10.
What has gotten better in
$10.
this community in the last 4 years?
Okay,
People
looking for
are
a
moving
motion to
out,
reduce the
Our
debt.
water sucks. Businesses are leaving.
My taxes went down $10.
Whoopee.
Woohoo, whoopee.
Can I make a motion to turn our water purple instead of brown?
You can't mix it, it'll be icky.
Okay, so
Oh,
this
really?
time it'll be
Turn, how about
Bob,
Hey, we give
Then
you the
Cleo.
opportunity to be quiet and stay here.
then he's gonna say, I said yes, he
I'm
says
feeling
yes,
very
he
threatened
says
right
Need a
now.
motion to
already
reduce the
voted on it,
debt
so I don't know
by
why.
the difference between 215,907 and 595,406.
And so this money, just for clarification, Mr. Chris, as my mayor, can I ask you a question? Just a question. So this money that they want to do this vote on, they're separating their funds, correct? They've got the 2 different accounts. They're not talking about paying this down from the general funds of the borough. This should be coming from the water and sewer department. So they're gonna be pulling $200 and some odd thousand from the water and sewer department funds, correct?
No,
So then it's
No.
mixing of funds.
It's not
Funds
mixing
have
it.
been
Borrow the money.
I don't know the financials of this.
That's all I needed to know.
Did the borough borrow the money or did the water authority borrow the money?
The borough borrowed the money.
Who assumed the debt when the
Do
authority
we
was
have,
abolished?
do you have the bank statements that show this amount of money in our
Who
accounts?
assumed the debt?
I do not have them here, but here's the water authority money in 2020 and 2000 and today. There's a sheet from then and a sheet from
Whole
now.
different world back then.
Okay? And here's the sheet for the borough for today versus 2020.
You've
4
been
years ago.
commingling funds since 2020. How
They
can
need
you
a
prove
motion
any of
to
this?
pay down the debt, whatever the difference is between 595,000 and 315,000.
Okay, let's see it happen. Come on. Which one of you is gonna do it? Come on. I'm going for this.
How much was that, 515?
595, 315.
Wait, we're waiting
Are
on
we
it.
in compliance yet?
No,
though,
wait,
with
we're waiting
EPA
on this.
and
I'm
DEP?
waiting for it.
No.
Come on.
Minus what?
We're not?
315
Okay,
is what he
what-
said.
Where we
It's
going?
$289,499.
Why would we
What's your
give
number,
away
Jason?
money if we,
$315,907 and $995.406.
Come on.
and total
You
savings?
changed that number. You said 595 before.
$595,406.
Thank you.
And 46 cents.
And then 315,907?
Rounded up.
Yes.
290,000.
Bob says to round it up to 290,000.
Okay, where's the 315,907 come from? What are you adding together to get that?
Right there. Your front page. Your front page. You got it. Need a motion to pay down the
Wait.
debt.
What, how do you get January 1st, 2020 minus
August 31st, 2020.
2023? What kind of math are you doing? How do you do 3 years apart?
That's the difference between today and when we took office.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's because
Well,
it's
probably it
personal,
doesn't to
it's
you. I
personal,
understand
Cindy,
that.
it's not
I can
about the
understand
monies,
that.
it's
No, you've
personal.
gotta know, you
It's
can't
okay.
do that.
Cindy, you're the same one that put in the paper that she wrote that you don't know what budget numbers are. Okay,
No,
it's right here.
because your budget numbers suck.
All I know is
Your
we
budget
reduced.
numbers do not make sense. You cannot, this is not CPA balance work. You should have the CPA figuring out how much money we can do
She
it.
did that. She did that today. Okay?
So what's the total savings?
Is that 280,000 or 200?
Over how long?
Okay, so you go back 4 years and figure out what you made and you make what you do now, so you
No,
can be making
it's-
40,000
it's
more. So go out and
279.
spend 40,000 because you
Okay,
make 40,000 more.
280,000 reduction.
Okay, and that's on 2%,
What's
right? You
the
said
point of
2%
that?
interest?
The point is you're saving the borough $290,000 in interest, 280,000 in interest.
Or you stand the potential possibility
Okay.
of bankrupting the borough. It all depends on how you look
There
at
you
it.
go.
You know, it's like two hands.
I'd say something, but I think he's gonna come to my house and threaten me
That's
again.
Yes.
that's you know, I mean,
So anyway, you did ask for a motion. I'm waiting to see which one of the two is gonna do it. So can I please see the motion? Can I hear it? Come on. It's not that difficult.
You might have to turn up your hearing aids a little bit, Aunt Kathy.
This includes the library and everything.
Can I
make
ask
the
a
motion.
question?
I-
Can I ask a question?
Wait till we make the motion then.
But, wait a minute, you
So
ain't
you
gonna
have to
make a
make the
motion to
decision.
close the hell out, so I can't ask, are you?
No. Go ahead, I'll give you the opportunity.
I just got this $800,000 debt, you guys, or whatever you guys gotta pay here.
No, the borough taxpayers have to pay.
Is that gonna be paid before you get out of office?
It's gonna be paid tomorrow.
I mean, the whole thing?
No.
No, he's talking.
We owe, on that 800,000, we owe approximately 580,000 now. We owe approximately that.
Which is the amount that the borough absorbed when we were.
We've been paying that debt for 4
got
years.
the loan to cover the water and sewer department.
How does that make?
Okay. I'll explain, you want me to explain that 800,000 to you, what it was for?
Huh?
You want me to explain what that 800,000 was for?
Yeah, I'd like to know, yeah. I'd like an explanation on it.
And how
Okay.
much is
The
left?
borough council did a hostile takeover of the water authority. The water authority.
Well, wait a minute, go ahead, what did you say?
Very subjective.
The borough council in 2018 did a hostile takeover of the water authority.
For what reasons?
Good question.
Since we weren't.
Okay,
But
anyway.
you were there though,
So
you should, if
the
it was
law
hostile,
states
you
that they
should
have
know.
to take over the water authority debt. And the water authority in '93 borrowed 1.4 million to repair the water plant. Okay? That bill was paid down to around $500,000. Okay? And then the lift station in the corner of the trailer park was paid down to 50,000-60,000, give or take, okay? So instead of borrowing what the debt was, they borrowed an extra 200 and some thousand dollars. And they borrowed 800,000 instead of what the debt was. And with that, they paid ongoing bills. At $50,000 at a clip, they took it out of the, what's that? That's true. They took that out and paid ongoing bills, like electric bills, labor, and whatever, until the money was gone. Okay? Then they were out of office in 2020. Okay? At that time, they had $316,000 in the bank. Okay? The new council took over the debt and took over the $316,000. They increased it to $595,000 in the last 3.5 years. Okay? What we want to do is we're proposing to leave $316,000 there, the same dollar amount that when we took office is still there when we leave, plus we pay the debt down to the last $250,000 and save the borough around $500,000 in interest.
So you have a low interest loan.
Okay, that's what we're.
If you have a low interest
That's
loan,
costing us money.
you have a low interest
Hey,
loan. No,
if-
I have the right to talk. I'm.
Not right now. You do not have a right to
No,
talk.
I
only gave Terry
No.
permission to ask
Okay.
a question.
So you understand what I said,
But
Terry?
because he doesn't want
That's
to
common
answer.
sense. That's good. That's good practice.
Okay, so as we stand today, how many repairs need done and how much is
On
that
the
gonna
borough?
cost?
Okay.
No, on the sewer plant.
This does not include any money of the sewer plant. This is only borough money. This
But
is
it's
not
from,
sewer
it
water money.
originates from the.
This had nothing to do with water and
And
sewer.
that's important that he just said that. Please make sure you remember what he said.
This has nothing to do with the water and sewer. This is only borough money. This is taxpayers' money.
So
This
you're-
is not water sewer payment money.
So you're doing us a favor, right? Is that what you're doing?
Well, he's not doing me a favor because I work, so that means I'm paying it.
Okay.
So you're trying to do us a favor.
Did you understand what I said, Terry?
Tell him that.
I heard what you
Okay,
said.
all right. Now, no one here is gonna say that's water and sewer money because that's totally separated.
It's never been separated.
Okay, well, just wait. But
It was before they took off.
we do have a lot of problems with our plant. Do you deny that?
I'm not saying, we're not even talking about water and sewer. But you're not gonna take borough money and put it in water and sewer anyway. Water and sewer does their own, they can only, water and sewer only gets money from revenue, from water and sewer bills. The borough only gets money from taxpayers. You can't commingle that.
But you just told us
Okay.
about the water authority borrowing $200,000 from the
Okay.
borough instead of the bank, so
Okay, you
I'm
understand that?
confused again how that works out.
It was a loan agreement. That was
That was-
valid.
Could you
He
please,
doesn't wanna answer
Okay,
my
I'll
questions
answer her.
because
no,
they're
wait.
legit.
Could you hear her hear what she
But
just
she
said?
doesn't understand that.
Oh,
okay?
I don't understand.
Let her repeat it. Could you
I-
please?
No, I did
I'm
not
asking nicely.
listening.
She's
I'm
a
asking nicely,
reporter.
please.
I don't know what she's reporting on, but the president of the Borough Council in 2014, Jack Young, he offered to lend money to the borough.
No, you can't
No, that's
ask
not
Jack
true.
for money.
Okay?
That's not true.
It
No.
happened.
No.
Regardless of who asked, it happened.
Okay?
Hey, a member of your council's
The
trying
Borough
to talk
Council
to you.
voted. The Borough Council voted to lend the borough $200,000.
Not the borough.
Excuse me, the Water and Sewer Authority.
Yes.
Right.
Okay? At that time, it was set up for 10 or 20 years. Okay? And the Borough Authority was paying them back monthly payment that to reinstate that amount of money. Okay? Now, at that time, the borough had 400,000 or 600,000, one or the other, and they loaned the borough the 200,000. Okay, and we were paying it back monthly. Okay, then in 2017 they started a hostile takeover, and the only way that they could do a hostile takeover was to get rid of the authority members, and they could only get rid of one per year. Okay, the first year they got rid of Bob Penzo.
Me.
Okay, the second year they got rid of Bob Kenyon. The third year they got rid of Mansell when he had another year left on his term. Okay, the first one they appointed was Larry Barnes. Then they appointed Walt Beach.
We
Then
don't
they
care about
appointed
the
Cindy.
personnel
And then the
stuff.
day that they appointed Cindy, she read a resolution to eliminate the Water and Sewer Authority. Okay? And then from they took over on April 1st. Okay? From April 1st till the end of the year, they spent what was in the water and sewer, plus they raised the rates, plus they were $230,000 over budget. for the final.
Because things needed to be repaired and the water and sewer had spent the 200,000 on nothing.
No, it was
Nothing.
seven-
You took that $200,000 loan to do the green sand. You never did that green sand.
Okay, you
Don't say no,
okay,
it's in the
you-
minutes. Somewhere in the minutes
settle,
that you
settle
have.
down. The
No, I
reason,
don't need to
the
settle
reason
down.
we
You're
didn't
not
do
gonna
the
sit
green
there and
sand,
say shit.
the reason we didn't do the green sand, we were never qualified to do it. We had to have.
No.
You're full of
No.
crap.
Is that true? Do we have to have a sterilized?
Why don't you look
hire somebody?
Look through the
Why-
minutes where
why-
Mary Russell didn't want to give you the loan for 200,000 because she didn't
Regardless,
think you
we
would
were
pay
paying
it
it
back.
back. And then the
Look
authority
through the
was
minutes,
abolished,
boys.
So anyway,
which means the
so-
borough took over the debt. Period.
Okay, in order for the borough to take over the authority, they had to take over the borough debt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That transferred the borough debt from water payers.
No.
You got it
They had to
backwards.
take over the authority
That's
debt
your
to
opinion.
the borough.
Right. But
That was a requirement.
But now the water and sewer funds do not pay the debt. Now the taxpayers pay the debt.
Now let me clarify this. As the previous president at one point, what I can tell you is that when the authority was dissolved, they talked about spending some of that money. So there was some residual amount, I think it was like about $150,000 or $160,000 that was left from the loan when they came begging to the borough to give them money.
What?
Okay? No.
You just described that to us.
You missed the
that
boat
is
on
what
that
you
one.
just
You
said.
said-
That's what you just
You said
said.
you came a second time for money?
No, you just listen now.
You said what you, go
You
back
said
up, back
that.
up. Back up
I
to where
don't
you said
either.
there was 112,000 of that loan left.
All right, let's start it over again because I realize my back was turned to you and I know that you're older than me. So to clarify this, that's a hypothetical question.
That's a good
So,
way to give it to you.
let's go back. At one point in time, which you stated, you came with your hand out.
No, we were
I
offered a
don't
loan.
No,
care.
you weren't.
This
You
is
came
all
to-
based on my
no.
opinion. You came to the borough council and you stated that the Lawrenceville Borough Authority needed to have a loan, and you didn't want to go out and do it like you should have as a independent from the borough organization. You're supposed to be able to fund yourself. So yes, the borough they said to you, here's $200,000. And as I understand it, they gave you as a zero interest loan.
Absolutely.
Ducky Dory. So having said all
As opposed
that,
to financing it through a bank at 6%. So, I mean,
whatever,
it's
Bob,
a no-brainer.
I'm talking to the
I'm
woman
glad you're
up here.
talking.
So,
You're talking to the borough council.
whatever. And anyway, so then you spent something in the neighborhood, I'm gonna guess about $40,000, maybe it was $50,000 for whatever you claim was repairs or whatever, don't say a word. So when we took over, there was about $160,000 left from that loan that the borough had given the authority.
Can I answer
That's
that?
what I said.
Can I
That's-
answer that?
I really don't
Well,
want
I'm
to
going
hear
to
you.
answer that. The borough froze the assets of the authority, so we couldn't spend it, if you remember correctly, as part of the hostile takeover. So you're saying we left money on the table. Well, guess what happened? You froze us out.
So now let me go back and talk
No,
to
it
my
wasn't us. It was
constituents.
actually
It was the
It
council.
was the council before us.
It was-
So let's
she
get
was-
that straight.
Okay, all right,
Because
good.
you like to make sure it's always us. But it was the council before us. It was Jack Young and all them before us.
Okay.
But no one knows why it was hostile or what made it hostile.
So no, I can tell you
Because we keep using that
because there was information that came to us through a
Well,
it
there,
was
you used us.
Whoa.
it was listen
Yeah, I believe it.
related to the audits that were done.
So finances.
Finances, yes.
Okay.
And the auditing firm, which was Guthrie, I believe, had stated that the funding usage of the Lawrenceville Borough Authority was definitely showing that it was not stable
Not
and,
what?
or
Not stable.
or capable of funding itself. Now again, I will state that you know that when you get audits, that they do couch it so that their statements are not going to necessarily come back and bite them. So, having used that, the decision was made at that time to dissolve the authority because we felt it was in the best interest of the residents to not have an authority that was looking like it was not capable of funding itself.
Would you call that erratic spending?
It's hard to say, okay? But when we took over the borough authority,
So she said we.
when, yes,
Did
when
you-
we,
Her
we,
current
the
counsel,
borough
she's
council.
admitting. You tell people
I
all
just-
the time about it's her. She's admitting, and then
She
you
just
gotta make
denied
noise.
it. That was
So,
her.
when we, when the council voted to dissolve the authority, and we took on the debt, we went to the bank. The one thing that the borough did not need to do was to maintain the residual of that $150,000 loan, because it was returning to the borough. So when we got the loan was to cover the
Yeah, we were paying the loan.
remaining
We
debt
went-
that they had. Once that was
We paid it even
finished,
after
the
we
water and
about it.
sewer department
Anyway,
was responsible for paying back
that's enough.
the
Catherine.
monthly
You can-
bills.
after the
You don't want us
meeting,
to
you can
find
talk
out too much.
So no,
She can tell
I
you
gave
after
that
the
to you,
meeting.
okay?
Right now,
Okay. It's, you can do it, but
Chris,
it's
as the mayor of our town,
Need a
how do
motion
you
to,
feel about this?
Let me answer this
pay the
question.
loan down $280,000.
Let me ask this question
I have the
first.
number. 290.
290, Bob wants to change to?
You just said the borough allowed us to have some money to help the authority out. So why would you take that gift that they give us and you take it away from the next council or the next authority to be able to do the same for them? You're
I
looking
made a
at
motion to
everything
pay
from
the
roses.
debt of the
There's major
Lawrenceville
things that can happen.
Water sewer department for
Okay, so
$290,000.
the first
Bob
motion
makes the
was
motion
made
to
by.
pay down $290,000 of the $800,000 loan.
And just for the record, before
Okay.
the borough took over or removed them, Jack Young wanted to sit down with Mr. Chilson and try to negotiate a way out of this deal. He refused to do it. That's the truth.
Well, there's the president right there.
You would not talk to him.
Yeah,
Man, so that's.
That is the truth. That's a God's honest truth.
No, it's not.
I was
Yeah, it
there.
is.
I was on the borough council and I was on the water authority.
Well-
He said he would sit down with Mr. Chilson and work that out. You guys chose not to do
I'll
that.
second the motion.
Second by
There it is.
Cleo. Roll
First
call vote.
and zone.
I haven't seen
Second
any
President's
statements,
already-
any
yes.
bank accounts,
Yes.
nothing is here.
She
No,
showed you the number.
Save the borough.
no, this Gordy's number, I wanna see the bank statement.
Way before they said
statements at?
it.
You
voted
said,
yes.
you said
Lori
Vicki
voted
Willis
yes,
is
by the way.
coming next
Vice
month.
President,
Yes.
Yes,
You can't table this
Michelle,
without
absent.
talking, you can't talk to her about
Cleo,
this.
yes,
Cindy,
No.
Hank absent,
yep,
Mansell.
No.
Wow.
there we go.
Motion
So you
passes.
So
saw.
you just did this without the head of the
original
finance
members
down
from the
committee.
LBA.
Michelle is
Just
the head
all
of the
vote.
finance committee.
Michelle,
But yeah, 2 months left.
But we have no report from her.
No.
And anything that is
That
be
looks like
undone.
the White House.
Oh, but I gotta
Well,
be careful,
according
I
to
might get
Dana, she
arrested
was,
tonight,
so I'm kinda
even
going
though
by.
it's the one threatening me.
Like that.
We short lived.
We got someone in there.
Okay.
Chris, what do you think of all this? Can I ask?
I don't understand the financials.
I'll
of it.
tell you later.
That was what they're bringing up, if it's true that they're trying to save the borough money, then that's what I'd like to do. But at the end of the day, if that's not the right thing to do as far as finance without Vicky's advice, I wouldn't take it right now.
Well, my thing is,
Well, she
that
would
money
be
that
giving
they
us
wanna
the
take
figures
down
if
on
you
a
would
low
take
interest
it.
Oh, yeah,
loan.
she gets paid.
At the end of the day, I think Vicky should be here for that discussion, yes.
Zoning and building and code enforcement,
Absolutely ridiculous.
public comment,
Wait,
go
what
ahead,
about
folks.
zoning officer? We put any ads in the paper for secretary, zoning board, whatever?
No report.
Thank you for the comment. Any other comments?
There's
Guys, we have one back
unlicensed
here.
cars all
Go ahead.
over the place. What
Who do
about
I
the zoning?
speak to without threat from you to find out why my water bill is so big, yet the bank shows that the borough has cashed my payments consistently for 6 months? None of it's showing on my account.
Okay.
Obviously
Use
don't have a
on your water
secretary.
bill, there's a phone number, call that number and ask for Denise and she'll explain it to you.
And that's the person that'll be able to give me an itemized
She will take
statement?
care of you
Yes.
100%.
No.
Alright, everybody else
Any
check
other
your water
comments?
bills, just for record.
Any other comment?
Yes,
I have
yes.
one.
And what's your name?
My name's Yolanda Ayers.
Excuse me?
Yolanda Ayers.
Did you sign in, Alana?
Yes, I did.
Okay, give us your comment.
Okay, so going back to the water and sewer thing,
Don't go up there.
Please sit down.
going back to the water and sewer thing, your water has done that to my ankle. I had to go to the emergency room, get it scraped out by a needle because of your water. Now, I want to know what's going to happen to fix it.
I'm not a doctor. I don't know what's going to fix your lane.
Oh, no, not my lane. I'm talking about your water, Mr. Chilson. Your water.
I'm not the
1 out of 350
certified
people
operator either.
affected by it.
We've never met your certified operator, Mr. Chilson, or
Because how do we
an
know?
opportunity to ask
So how
her
do we
any
know she
questions.
exists if
Would
we've
you
never met her?
invite, would you
I'd
invite
say
them
he.
along next month as
It's
well?
a he. Okay. Any other comment?
Yep, I got a couple.
Go ahead.
I'd like to suggest that a motion is made by someone on the council to check into what happened to the $710 that was taken out of the library account. That's one thing. Another thing is, I don't believe we've ever gotten an update from several months ago. There was some unclaimed money in the state of Pennsylvania that Mr. Chilson was going to be the person that was going to be the person that contacts.
Vicki worked on that today.
Oh,
I
fine.
did-
Oh,
okay. So what's the update on that? And my understanding is, and I think I mentioned that to you a couple of council meetings ago, that some of that money actually goes to the library because there's like a Curtis Wright and a couple of other entities that Red Buster Perry invested money in, and in the will it says that it should go to us if it ever came to being solved. So I'd like an update on that.
The only update I have concerning that is the stock of the 3 corporations that the proceeds go to the library are still in effect. We get, every quarter we get a
No, that's
dividend
not what
check.
I'm talking about. I know about the Hamlin. I'm talking about the unclaimed stocks.
I told you there's, today, Vicki looked into it again today for an
Well, what's
update.
been happening for the past 3-4 months?
She only looks into it about every other month, okay? Any other comment?
Yeah, I have.
You go ahead.
I have lived here for 23 years, and I remember the board meetings back then when Jack was president, and I think Cleo, you were on the board. They were nothing like this.
You
and
got
just
it.
to piggyback, but I'm not saying it's our fault. There is no rules or regulation on how you conduct meetings. And as a former principal, I know your meetings are not up to par. And you need to really inform people. Like Kat, she gave us information. The agenda's not being posted. I was there today at 4 o'clock. The agenda was for September. It's now updated.
That's right.
There's so many little things that you could do to inform us, to encourage us to not to be so hostile when we come in here.
Okay.
So that's, and I want to address the mayor for just a minute. I understand you kept saying that we don't understand what a big deal it is. Well, for us who have been here for 20-some years, we really do. Because the sewer plant is on the news all the time. This town is on the news. And if you think any of us like that, you're wrong. So I understand where you're frustrated, but something's got to change. Because this town, I mean, for 23 years I've lived here, and I'm seriously thinking of leaving. So that's all.
Can I make a comment back to you?
It's public
not-
comment, not your comment.
It's not
our time.
derogatory, but there is people here that enjoy reading that and seeing that on the news. We're degrading Lawrenceville, okay?
I didn't mean to make it sound like you guys don't
No, I
understand.
know.
I'm just trying to say that this is a big deal. What we got.
Yeah, it is. It
It's a
is.
lot
I
of
agree.
work and it's
My comment is too, I don't think it helps is screaming at people.
I'm
You know,
trying
so-
to get
Guy
my
to your
vo-
left.
I have a low voice, so
The
I'm
point
not
is,
screaming.
and I'm not saying you're screaming, I'm just saying in general.
In general,
Anthony
you're right.
asked about the conduct of the meeting, I think it's
Yeah.
unnecessary.
Well, you
Yeah.
didn't
Right.
hear what she said,
So, I
then,
did hear.
Bob. You didn't hear what she said. She said that if you guys gave us more information,
I did
we
hear.
would feel
Yeah.
this,
Yes.
okay?
That's an easy fix.
That's the crux of it, right there.
When we ask a question,
We're
just
not
answer
here for
honestly.
comments.
So, also to
I
answer
gave
your
you the
question.
information correctly, okay? On about the 800, when you asked about the $800,000 loan? Okay. The only number I don't have is the exact amount that's owed, but it's been paid down $150,000, $200,000, okay?
Why do you
But-
refuse to show us this?
But we have the opportunity now to leave the borough with the same dollar amount that when we took office and pay that loan down a considerable bit of money. That's very important to the taxpayers. Another thing that's very important to the taxpayers is their taxes have been reduced 42% since
He has reduced them.
since
He has reduced them.
since your borough property tax has been reduced 42% in the last 4 years. They're back to where they were. The same millage is where they were in 2017. Plus, we have put that amount of money back in the water authority and put that amount of money back in the borough.
And what have you done with it?
Okay?
Why is not the sewer plant being fixed?
The sewer plant is not the issue.
What?
What's wrong with the sewer plant?
Our water's nasty.
The state
We're
and federal
small.
You have yet to explain to your people exactly how these water and sewer systems work, Mr.
That's
Tilson,
going
because
from the sewer plant into the back where it's backing up. It's backing up in our showers and it's brown, black, and nasty.
I went down to my neighbors and helped him out today. He's no guy, okay? I don't know if anybody knows him. His name's Brian Thompson.
His water's nasty.
Brian Thompson. And I went in his bathroom today and I turned on the faucet. And dark brown water and I let that run.
Okay. You turned on the hot.
I turned on the hot, the cold. It was brown, filling up the sink. And I let it run, figuring, okay, it's going to clear out.
It don't.
Okay? I let it run for like 10, 15 minutes and still the same color as it was. And his bathtub is like, from using it, it's like brown. The brown, the same is coming out of there. Okay? That's an issue.
Where is it? What's the address?
He's an elderly guy.
What's his address so we can check that out?
please, can you discuss that after the?
After the thing,
will
we're
get
not
with you on
giving
that
you
after
the
this
address and
meeting.
after the meeting.
Now, you people, something
people?
that
And he's
you don't-
elderly.
that you don't understand is, we were dealt this water by DEP. This was not our choice, this water.
The Gordy.
Hey, shh. Hey,
Darlene.
Cool it, okay? This water, we drove 12 test wells throughout the borough. The 2 wells that we are using are the best 2 wells of the 12 test wells that they drilled all over town, okay? The quality of the water today is better than it was in the 70s and the 80s. They spent another 1.4 million.
Well, when I first moved into town, Gordy, and this is no lie, about 7 years ago, 8 years ago, when I moved into town, that water was crystal clear. Never ever did you have brown water. It was crystal clear. You could drink it and feel good about drinking it.
And
I drank it. Not now.
The water is safe to drink no matter what color it is.
No, it's not.
No,
it was tested.
All right, if you get a glass of brown, if you get a glass of dark brown water, you're gonna drink that. You tell me that all
I
back is
I
gonna
didn't
drink
say I'm
it.
gonna drink it. I told you it's safe to drink.
It's not safe to
Okay?
drink.
It's tested every day, and we meet the standards every day.
Can I make one comment before they adjourn? And I think that it's really important. So we're talking about spending, what, $9,000? Chris, can you help me with this for the fence for the ball field?
Yeah.
Right, due to safety concerns.
Correct.
Okay, so no one cared about the safety concerns when there was moldy mulch in Cherry Street Park. No one cares about the safety concerns of the drinking water and the actual lack of lab tests. So maybe you should have a talk with Apex, because there is no test being sent to the lab regularly. You're also in violation of that. If you actually read those violations, you would find it in there. So you're actually not lab testing. So we're worried about public safety. Hold on, let me
Who
finish.
tells you that we're not doing lab testing on a regular basis?
DEP's website. It's on DEP's website. It is publicly available to the lab, from the lab. They send it to
I have a
DEP.
question.
So
Who's
hold on, let
supposed
me
to do the
finish.
testing?
Let her finish.
Let me finish. That's not my problem. That's yours. You're on the Water Sewer Committee. I don't need to answer that question. That's a question that you should be able to answer. However, we're worried about public safety for the ball field.
Actually, you
but
said it was
nothing
public
else.
safety. It's maintenance. The fence replacement. It's broke. It needs to
You
be
both
fixed.
sat up there and said it was public safety.
I didn't say that. You
Chris
said that.
just
You
agreed.
said that.
Chris
Well, whatever.
just
It's
agreed.
maintenance.
And Chris is the one who frequents probably the ball field just the most, right?
Well,
yeah.
Right.
Regardless,
Okay.
it's
So
broke.
in fairness,
Propping the fence
I
up,
just wanted to
it
make a
goes over.
comment that all of a sudden you're worried about public safety with a fence, but we're never worried about public safety when it comes to the little babies that are in that park. Okay, and we're not worried about the public safety of the drinking water. Just a comment, not a question.
Right.
And to answer her comment, okay?
Not a question, Mr.
From
Chilson. There's no
May
comment.
through August, okay? The ball field is used by 75 to 150 people probably 5 days a week, okay? The park that she's talking about, which has, I don't know how many inches of mulch, I spread the last 12 inches myself, okay?
Garden mulch, by the way, let
Okay.
everyone know that
Has-
it is not playground
Has
mulch. It
probably
is garden mulch.
somewhere's around, I'm gonna exaggerate, maybe 20 people a day at 2 or 3 at a time using that park.
Because I showed everyone the mulch that you put down.
My understanding on that is that you put the wrong mulch in there, the wrong kind.
That has been proven. That is
That has
case
not been
closed.
proven.
That's
Yes, it
proven.
has.
Yes, it has.
Dana reached
And
out to the solicitor. And
That's
you
what she's
stopped the
meaning by,
solicitor from
that's what
from
she's
coming
meaning
back
by
to
the
us.
safety of the children.
Yeah.
How many kids go there and put that
Okay,
in their mouth?
now I remember that talk, Gordy. Gordy, I remember that talk.
That was,
You had a good friend that sold it to you for real cheap.
And
You
now
got a
you
good
had
deal
to
on it.
redo your snow removal contracts. No,
I
now
don't know
you
where it
had
comes
to
from.
get
Do you
a new
remember
snow
that?
removal
I don't know where the
contract
mulch comes from.
because
Do you
he
remember
also
that?
didn't-
Anybody
he
remember
didn't
that?
help
Yes, you
with
do.
that.
You
I don't know where it is.
When
I
we
need
talk,
a-
you need an adjourn. That's what
Yeah,
he needs.
$10,000
Leo,
to
he
do
needs
them all.
you to adjourn. Hurry up
What's it called?
before somebody says something. We're gonna say
Don't tell me, Mr. Chilson.
I make a motion.
Okay.
Mr. Chilson.
Now I have a comment.
I have
Agenda-
not heard the motion about the $710 yet.
That's the Borough Council's choice to do,
To
okay?
do what?
nothing.
About looking up to $700.
But I asked you
Lucy.
to make a motion, when's it gonna get done and taken care of? Well, I'd like
Lucy.
to hear a motion. I
Lucy.
understand that.
Lucy, you handle the overdue books, we'll handle the accounting, okay?
Oh.
It's okay, he probably stole
Okay.
it, and so
Oh,
he's trying to
yeah.
hide
Oh,
it.
you're probably
But I shouldn't
Yeah.
say anything.
Lucy.
That might be the
Lucy.
bounce
I make a
check.
motion.
Lucy.
The
Yeah.
Borough
That
Finance
might be
Committee will
what
handle
bounce
the
check.
money.
Oh, okay, I get you.
I'll second the motion.
Who's that Borough Finance?
Mr. Chilson, can I ask you a
Michelle is
question?
the head of it right now.
Say that you had a dog, okay?
Yeah, what?
Say that you had your very own dog, okay? Would you give your dog the water out of your spigot?
Yes, he has a
If I had a dog,
Yeah.
Every
I'm
day.
not talking to you. I'm talking to Mr. Chilson.
I had a
Thank
dog.
you.
It's all the same water.
Yeah, if you had a dog, would you give your dog that water out of that spigot?
I drink it myself.
Okay,
I don't
so
drink
what?
it.
Bring your dog next time and I'll bring the water.
Yeah.
Mike, I had a dog, his name is Buddy, got cancer and got sick from drinking the Deantown water. Oh, good?
Good.
Yeah, you're rude.
So everyone knows Cleo
Yeah,
is
he
running.
did.
He's
Yeah,
running.
you're very
How
rude.
do you
running
prove,
for
And I don't give a
re-election.
crap.
how do you prove it?
I can prove it
She's got
Prove
the
it.
paperwork.
from the back
Okay.
that he got cancer because of the water.
Listen, you
He
gotta
just
calm
said
down,
he's glad her
okay?
dog died.
For you just say good, that's rude.
Do you feel good about what you
What I
said,
said.
Cleo?
2 more
That
minutes.
is what I said.
I heard you, you're fine.
Do you feel good about what you just
Mr.
said?
Chilton, I hope you decide to resign. That's my comment.
Cleo, I would
And
resign before
maybe
you
you
run
could
again.
actually put it in the minutes since you only put in what you wanna put in.
It's not transcript.
And
You know
you're
that.
supposed to not use subjective words like hostile or interrupt.
You just wished good that her dog died.
I didn't
You're a
say.
horrible
Yes, you
person.
I did not
You
say.
just said good that your dog died.
No, I-
That's what
We
you
all
said
just
to
sat
her.
here and heard you say
I
that.
said
I
it's good
have
that
it
she
recorded.
gives
Don't
the
worry.
water to the dog.
I'll let the rest of the town know. I hope you run a good care.
It's all right. I got a dog. I drink it. The dog drinks it.
Yeah, how would you feel if I said a good thing your dog died from drinking the water? Wouldn't that be horrible? That would be a horrible thing to say to a person. That's what you just did to that lady.
Well, that's Cleo's, I mean, you bitch at those
That's
people.
how
what
y'all
things they say?
talk. That's how y'all talk
Do
to
you bitch
people.
about what thing those people say? Hell no. Come on.
They
you
have a right.
The meeting's over.
It's up to you to grow up, not them. You. Yeah, in front of it. Who's speaking phone? Oh, I don't know.
I want to see how that feels in 2 months. They will have the time to make that legal.
And he deserved what he got.
Well, that,
Unless it's already done.
well,
If it's done, then why is our
Because we
water?
have to vote on that. That won't be right to sunshine.
All right.
oh, that's
Yeah,
oh, I'm sorry.
They'll be ashamed of themselves. They should be ashamed. Period. He answer your question?
What's that?
He answer any of your questions?
Yes, he no, not really on the.
We got a lot of names. We got a lot of name drops.
If you have to take 2 seconds to think about it,
Well, I have to think
then he didn't
because
answer.
words were said, but they were incoherent and they didn't make much sense. So. So hopefully it gets better.
Yeah.
In 2 months.
It has to. Mom's still going off.
I sent Cindy in. Cindy says, "Go get your wife."
I don't want to film that though. So, all right, guys, that was a horrible, terrible comment. I'm gonna end the feed early. I am not alone, just so you're aware. I know I usually walk across the way, but tonight's a little special. So, think a veteran. Check on your neighbors, please. This isn't going to continue. We don't have a whole lot longer to go, guys. Elections are November. I got to check the date, but in November, this has to stop. This cannot continue. The borough can't afford it. The townspeople can't handle it. The stress is so ungodly high every time we come here that it is a big shit show. I'll just use the right words. It's a big shit show. So, thanks, guys, everybody, for tuning in. You can check my Facebook page and things if you want to help out, because I could always use a little bit of help, because I do have some stuff still going on, but I'm looking forward to at least getting ready for the campaign for this next month, because all we have is October left to talk about our candidates, and you want to make sure that you're not voting for the same things. So, all right.